Paltrocast.
Lucas, how's it
Hey,
been going aside from doing press and answering the same questions over and over and over again?
doing well, doing great. Yeah. Here in Tampa, Florida, getting ready for the premiere tonight. So, you know, what could be bad?
Not the weather, not the food. So anyway,
Yeah.
cash out, great cast, yourself included. How'd you wind up on this project?
Well, I had worked with Randall, on Midnight in the Switchgrass. And that movie, I really what interested me about that movie was the character. The role was a really, juicy one, and I knew I could do something special with it. So I was very excited about that movie. Um, and then he sent me this one. It's just a completely different type of thing. And that's actually what I love to do. I love doing, the type of movie that I haven't done. I love, surprising myself and doing things that, I don't really expect of myself. So this one was like just so different that I'm like, well, this looks like fun. Also, it's a lighter kind of film. It's like a fun movie.
Mhm.
And I'm always doing these sort of dramatic movies where I have to be like, all knotted up emotionally for months and stuff. So I was like, huh, this sounds kind of awesome. John Travolta, I'm kind of a goofball and, just sort of, just have a blast and so that's what we did. And Randall, you know, Randall's a fun guy to work with. So that was a consideration too, for sure, because I had so much fun on the first movie, and it really, worked for us. So I was like, hell, let's go.
Yeah, it's great to see there's comedic factors in this, Gemstones, which is, of course, a dark comedy. Are you hoping to veer into more comedic territory in the future?
Again, like I love doing different types of roles. I think that's kind of what interests me about acting at this point. Also, since I've been acting so long, it's kind of like if I play the same role over and over, I just get bored and I don't really uh I just don't, and it kind of makes me not want to act as much, is the truth, because I'm like, why am I doing this? Like the creativity is what really I'm inspired by. I want to be creative. Like I'm a creative person, so it's not just to go through the paces, and that is not interesting to me. So yeah, no, I actually, it's been really fun getting to do these kind of comedic things, and these two happen to coincide with each other in terms of
Mhm.
timing. They were both kind of at the same time, Righteous Gemstones and this movie, in terms of when we filmed them. Um, but yeah, do I want to do more comedy? For sure, but I also want to do more drama, and I want to do more of you know, kind of anything. And I want to play roles that um are surprising and unexpected and a challenge for me generally, you
Is
know.
there anything coming up for you on the musical end? Because let's face it, you are a musician. That's another thing that you've done on and off for a couple decades.
True. I have been playing music. I haven't really released much, if but I make music all the time, and it's what I do when I'm not acting. Um and yeah, I'm actually working on a record right now that hopefully will be done in the next, you know, half a year to a year, and then I'll release that. I wrote a song actually. I'm not, maybe I'm not supposed to talk about that. I wrote a song for a project, and we'll see if it happens. I probably shouldn't mention it actually.
Well, the big takeaway from that, hearing what I'm hearing from you the past few minutes is you want to work, but you want to keep challenging yourself, no matter what the genre, what the budget is, etc. You just want to keep creating and not be bored.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I want to, yeah, because actually it's something that I learned from a few movies that I did. I remember when I did Brick, for example. I don't know if you saw Brick, but there's a it's a really different role for me. Like it was a very uh and it was a lot of fun to get to play this kind of guy that I had never played before. And then the reaction too afterwards, watching myself do that, and also the reaction from audiences telling me how they felt about it and whatever, was really like fun and exciting. And I'm like, I mean, it's always been what I was all about. I always loved to challenge myself, but I think I remember in that moment I was like, oh yeah, that's what I really mean to focus on. That's really what I want to do, is to stretch my abilities and challenge myself, because that's where the fun like lives. That's where the creativity is, it's not just about saying lines or whatever. Like, that's sort of whatever, the fun thing about it, that I always loved from the very beginning, was getting to explore, and to kind of challenge myself. Yeah.
So still about the craft. Well, congrats on this new film. Looking forward to that new music and the secret music we're not allowed to know about yet. And keep up all the great work, Lucas.
Hopefully it won't be secret forever. We'll see.
Paltrocast.